You may be working hard every day, saving diligently, investing consistently, but still feel like the financial game is stuck on hard mode. Meanwhile, there's a group of people who aren't just wealthy. They are strategically, sustainably, and infinitely wealthy. They don't follow the old rules. They rewrite the game. They don't earn money through effort alone, but through high-level thinking, intelligent systems, and invisible strategies. This isn't about financial hacks. This is the source code of true wealth, built on 10 pillars of mindset that, once unlocked, will free you from playing small with money. Now, step into a world where money isn't the end goal. It's the tool to own the game. Strategic loss, the gateway to mastering the game. Don't fear losses if you understand how to lose to win. Billion-dollar players don't avoid losses. They choose when to lose to unlock a new board. They pour in capital, sacrifice profits, endure short-term pressure to gain long-term dominance. While the market is distracted by quarterly numbers, they are redrawing the chessboard. Loss doesn't mean defeat, it means buying the future at today's price. Those who think this way escape the poverty loop. Strategic loss is not failure, it is leverage in disguise. The strategy lies in moving against the crowd. Markets crave quick profits. The wealthy invest slowly, deeply, and broadly. They don't panic at temporary losses. Their goal is domination, not survival. They know whoever controls customer behavior controls future cash flow. They burn cash to buy position, not comfort. That's why they arrive early, while others only see the results later. Loss, when guided by strategy, becomes capital. Patience becomes power, and time becomes a weapon. To apply this, learn how to use loss as investment. Don't let losses defeat you, let them position you in the bigger game. Dare to lose for leverage. Be willing to sacrifice now for strategic advantage. Ask, will this loss buy me market share? If yes, move forward. If not, pivot. Not all losses are smart, but every tycoon has paid in blood to earn their crown. Use temporary setbacks to capture long-term wealth. The art of using other people's money. If you think you need a lot of money to become rich, you've already taken the wrong first step. The true masters of finance don't use their own money. They use ideas, strategy, and other people's capital. They raise funds from investors, banks, even customers. They use leverage. They keep risk low and gains high. This isn't fraud. It's how the financially elite operate. The one who understands leverage breaks the limits of personal resources. Money is never the problem. Strategy is. Using your own money limits your growth. Using other people's money unlocks infinite scale. The question is not, how much money do I have, but how strong is my model to attract capital? Don't ask, how can I afford this? Ask, who else can invest in this? This is a game of trust, structure, and value creation. Smart investors know that capital is looking for a home. Your job is to build that home with clarity and conviction. Start today by changing your financial questions. Don't wait years to save enough to start your business. Create a compelling financial plan. Seek strategic investors, partners, or even prepaying customers. Don't carry all the risk when millions of cash flows are looking for their next home. The right question is no longer, what do I have, but what am I building that others want to fund? Leverage begins with belief and scales with strategy. Money is a game. Money is a tool, not a trophy. Financially smart people don't chase money, they play with it strategically. They are not emotionally attached to it. They treat money as a current that must be controlled, directed, and kept flowing. They don't hoard it, they make it move. And in that motion, wealth multiplies. The poor protect every penny. The wealthy deploy every dollar like a soldier on a mission. This is not about earning more, it's about playing smarter. You can't control money if you fear losing it. Defensive thinking keeps you stuck. The wealthy play offense. They make calculated bets. They multiply money by making it work. They don't leave cash in the bank earning crumbs. They put it where compound growth happens. They don't let money sit idle, because idle money dies. The question isn't how much you keep, but how much you create. You can start by identifying what creates value and what drains it. Amplify assets, cut liabilities. Every dollar you own is a financial mercenary. Send it to battle. Invest in opportunities that expand your position. Don't fear losses, use them to optimize. Each decision should either grow your wealth or grow your knowledge. Money has no emotions. You must bring strategy, not sentiment, to the table. Financial identity flexibility, multi-stream thinking, one person, one job, one income. That's a recipe for limits. The wealthy are not tied to labels. They are not just a profession. They are an ecosystem. They diversify skills, roles, and revenue streams. They can be entrepreneurs, investors, content creators, brand builders, or consultants. Everything connects back to one core: value creation and financial expansion. This isn't fragmentation, it's calculated expansion. They are not scatterbrained, they are multidimensional by design. Wealth doesn't come from one flow, it comes from creating many intelligent flows. To achieve real financial freedom, you must free yourself from fixed identity. Don't call yourself an employee, freelancer, or entrepreneur. Call yourself a value creator. When you remove job titles from your self-worth, you begin to see opportunities everywhere. When you diversify skills, you're no longer vulnerable to a single market. When you build multiple income streams, you build resilience. Flexibility in identity creates stability in wealth. The world doesn't pay you for what you are. It pays you for what you can do, adapt, and deliver. Start by listing 5 skills you currently have, and think about how to monetize each. Then structure your income into multiple tiers: active income, side income, passive income. Each tier becomes a gear in your personal financial machine. Don't wait until you lose a job to think about your second stream. Start building it now. The wealthy always have Plan B, C, and D ready before Plan A even wobbles. Flexibility is not luxury, it's survival. And then it becomes freedom. Tax optimization. Mastering a game most don't understand. Ordinary people earn money and pay taxes. The wealthy earn differently and structure strategically. They know salaries are taxed heavily, while investment income is taxed lightly. That's why they avoid high salaries. They get paid through equity, capital gains, and value appreciation. They don't cheat the system, they master it. Tax laws are not meant to be feared, they're meant to be used. And those who understand this game keep more of what they earn, not by hiding, but by playing better. The wealthy don't wait until tax season to think about taxes. They structure their finances for tax efficiency from the start. They operate through companies, LLCs, trusts, and legal entities. They don't hold assets in personal names. They use protective layers. If you don't legally shield your wealth from excessive taxes, you're unknowingly working for the government more than for yourself. The difference between being smart and being drained is a single strategic decision. Begin your shift by learning the basics: taxable income, legal deductions, tax-advantaged investing, and asset protection. Don't outsource all thinking to your accountant. Be the strategist. A small change in how you withdraw money, own assets, or reinvest can save you millions long-term. Tax knowledge won't make you rich overnight, but it will stop you from becoming poorer silently. Protecting wealth is just as important as building it. Turning attention into unlimited cash flow. In today's digital economy, attention is the ultimate asset. Whoever commands attention can print money. The wealthy don't just sell products, they build audiences. They create communities, media presence, and brand authority. This gives them influence, trust, and the power to monetize with ease. Attention makes their deals better, their terms stronger, and their growth exponential. They don't advertise to get attention. They use attention to generate everything else. Here's the key distinction. Average people consume content. The wealthy own platforms. They don't wait to be featured. They control the narrative. A single video article or live session can generate massive income. They build trust first, sell later. And their audience doesn't just buy, they follow, refer, and advocate. In this era, your media presence is your leverage. It opens doors money alone cannot. If you're not building your personal brand, you're losing a huge opportunity. Start sharing your perspective, knowledge, and story on a platform. Create valuable content. Attract your tribe. Convert attention into income. Build your own audience, your financial ecosystem. Because once you become the person people listen to, you stop chasing money. Money starts chasing you. Build systems. Stop chasing money. The wealthy don't work for money. They build systems that print money. They don't want to wake up every morning and work to earn. They want machines that run while they sleep. This is the mindset of system builders, not workers. They invest time and energy upfront to create repeatable, scalable, and automated income engines. Their model is designed to operate without constant supervision. That's not laziness, that's mastery. These systems could be online businesses, digital products, franchise models, dividend portfolios, or real estate rentals. They rely on assets, not effort. Every gear powers the machine, and once it runs, they're free to focus on bigger, long-term plays. Income becomes detached from presence. That's financial freedom. Income without location or time dependency. Start by identifying what you can scale. Can you package your ideas into products? Can you build an online store that sells without your presence? Can you automate a revenue stream? Prioritize creating income assets instead of trading time for cash. Systems are the secret to resting without going broke and getting rich without burning out. Build once, get paid forever. Investing in experiences, the fast lane to a new level. The wealthy don't spend on luxury for display. They invest in experiences that elevate their minds. One dinner with the right person, one elite event, one world-class mentor can be worth more than a car. They don't buy things, they buy access and transformation. The right experience at the right time with the right people can compress 5 years of mistakes into 5 hours of clarity. And that's value money alone can't measure. They enter rooms where million-dollar decisions are made. They pay to access the minds of those ahead of them. They don't hesitate to fly across the world for a strategic mastermind or pay premium for a seat next to brilliance. They don't hope for luck. They invest in connection. Relationships are not accidents. They're assets. And experiences are the golden door to new realities. You can begin by choosing one transformative experience within the next 12 months. Instead of buying a new gadget, enroll in a powerful course. Instead of vacationing passively, attend an elite retreat. Prioritize what brings you into rooms with people you aspire to become. You don't just need knowledge, you need a new environment that demands your growth. Experiences are leverage. Start stacking them. Asset protection, hidden, not flaunted. The wealthy don't showcase wealth, they shield it. Their assets don't sit in their names. They're wrapped in corporations, trusts, LLCs, and legal frameworks. They know true wealth is quiet. Exposed assets are vulnerable. Structured assets are battle-tested. Wealth needs protection just as much as it needs growth, and you can start protecting yours long before you're rich. This is smart defense, not paranoia. Smart structures separate ownership from control. You can manage a building without owning it on paper. You can run a business invisibly, and you can pass on wealth tax efficiently. This isn't a loophole, it's strategic law usage. Financial sophistication isn't about how much you make, it's about how well you preserve it. Protection multiplies value across generations. Start by separating personal from business assets. Register a company. Learn about trusts, insurance shields, and estate planning. You don't need billions to build walls. Start with the first layer. Because when you build a castle, you need to dig the moat first. Keeping wealth is the ultimate proof of intelligence. Building legacy. Thinking beyond your lifetime. The rich don't earn just for themselves, they build financial legacies. They don't think about the next quarter. They plan for the next 50 years. When they pass, their wealth doesn't vanish, it multiplies. It moves forward. They teach their kids about money. They set up family funds. They write long-term blueprints. Their names live through foundations, trusts, and institutions. They live as part of a long financial timeline. Legacy is more than money. It's values, wisdom, networks, and systems. A child who inherits money but not mindset loses it. One who inherits mindset multiplies it. The wealthy build tools to pass down decision-making, investing, risk analysis, and leadership. Legacy is the insurance policy for multi-generational success. They don't just leave assets, they leave playbooks. Ask yourself, if I disappear today, will my wealth still move forward? If not, you don't have a legacy yet. Begin documenting your systems, teaching what you know, and crafting your generational plan. Legacy doesn't begin when you're rich. It begins when you commit to thinking bigger than yourself. Start planting. Wealth doesn't come from luck or starting points. It comes from how you think, how you act, and how you command money. The 10 principles you've just uncovered aren't theory. They're the mental operating system of those who've escaped financial mediocrity. From embracing strategic losses, mastering leverage, building systems, optimizing taxes, to protecting assets and creating legacy. These are the pillars of unshakable financial freedom. Now, the choice is yours. Keep playing small or step up and build a financial empire from your own life story. The tools are here. The path is clear. It's your turn to execute. Go build your freedom. Not someday, but now.